pumped to see the Niners beat the Seahawks. Go Niners. Heck yeah. That's the attitude. No team wants to play us. They're the bullies. They are the NFL problem child that bosses people around. And again, I've heard the criticisms like, man, who have y'all beat? Oh, just 10 teams in a row. We have the largest win streak of any team in the NFL this year. Nobody else has gotten close to us. I think 8 was the most by another team. There are, again, if you look at the AFC, which AFC is a different beast because I think they have 3 teams in the AFC that are just unreal. Kansas City Chiefs have won 5 in a row. Jaguars have won 5 in a row. Bills have won 7 in a row. And the Bengals have won 8 in a row. That's incredible. All that's incredible. But 49ers won 10 in a row. I don't know, man. I am very, very happy with where this team is. I don't give a damn who we play. If we were playing the Eagles this week, I think the Niners should be favored by 2.5 points, even if that game's in Philly. That's how I see it. Now, if Eagles play their best game and the Niners play their best game, 5 out of 5, right? It's a coin flip game. I think that's just kind of the way it is. But I'm not taking anybody over this team at all. There's no way in hell I'm taking them over this team.
We've gone through tons of stuff since then, seriously. I mean, even though we have won every single one of those games, you look back at last week, you look at the ways that we've had to find a way to win throughout this 10-game stretch, and it's all about peaking at the right time. And I feel like we're doing that. We got to make sure that we're looking at ourselves hard and just really being all the way dialed in and all the way committed to what we're trying to do.
The question is, can the 49ers get to 14 wins in a row? They're at 10, wild card round, divisional round, championship round, NFC championship, Super Bowl. Just got 4 more. That's it. The craziest thing, they're the healthiest they've ever been. I can never recall a time this 49ers team, since Kyle Shanahan's arrived, has been this healthy. I don't know when that is. I do not know when that is. If you had to pick players of the game, let's go defense. You pick 1 or 2 players that kind of stood out. Gosh, Jordan Willis was unbelievable. Tayshaun Gibson, awesome. You get 2 turnovers, freaking great job. I thought Aziz played really well at times. He had some mistakes in the first quarter, but I thought he played well filling in for Drake Greenlaw. We'll have to see what happens there. Fred Warner's always great. But yeah, those 2 players, Jordan Willis, Tayshaun Gibson, those are my 2 defensive players. If we go offensive, now you're in trouble, right? Because Brock Purdy was a stud, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Elijah Mitchell was unbelievable. 2 touchdowns on 5 carries, 55 yards. Christian McCaffrey does what he does all the time. George Kittle, you got 4 guys. How do you pick when you got 4 guys that just dominated the whole entire freaking game offensively? If I'm picking, man, I don't even like this. If I had to narrow it down to 2, I think I'm going to go Brock Purdy and George Kittle, which it don't matter which 2 I pick, somebody's being lost there. Elijah Mitchell only had 5 carries, but man, they were huge. 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey was unreal. But I thought Purdy, tell me who are your 2? Who are your 2 offensive players of the game? Tell me who your 2 defensive players of the game should be, because I want to see that. That's something I want to see. And I don't know, man. This team is Debo comes back, you use him as a decoy, and it works perfectly. That first play to Kyle Juszczyk that was wide open in the middle was hilarious. You send out Christian McCaffrey this way, it's mirrored. Christian McCaffrey goes this way, Debo goes this way, Kyle Juszczyk just does this. Boom, right in the middle. Linebackers chase Debo, chase CMC, wide open in the middle. Like Shanahan just cooking people. Yeah, Jeff says Kittle with that huge block from Mitchell. And, Kittle's a clown. And I mean that in the best possible sense. Like, I'm not trying to be, dude literally has a clown tattooed on his freaking arm. He gets up and celebrates and flexes and does gigantic touchdown celebrations. But if you go back and you watch the 2 Mitchell touchdowns, No, sorry, it was one Mitchell touchdown where he pancaked a guy. He had a bigger celebration for Mitchell's touchdown. JP Mason scores a touchdown, which got called back. Bigger celebration for that one. Then when he scores touchdowns. I love Kittle so much, man. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to like have constant conversations and DMs about, oh, we should trade Kittle. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. And I'm just like, what? What are you watching? Blocking, catching, receiving. He just broke the record for most receiving yards ever in the first 6 years as a tight end. Beat Kelsey, 1,000 times better blocker this year than Kelsey has been his entire career or ever will be. Like, if you don't like Kittle, what do you want there?
I mean, in my opinion, the 10-game winning streak, that's awesome. It's really fun. It means nothing now at this point. It got us a position of securing a 2 seed, so we get to play at home for 2 weeks. I mean, obviously we got to win the first one, and we'll figure out who we're playing. But, all that matters now, everything's a little bit more amplified. Hopefully guys are 100% focused on just football. Extracurricular activities are kind of just pushed to the side, whether it's, friends, family, whatever it is. If you want to go to restaurants and stuff, how about we just hunker down and, focus on, these next, 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it is. And I think that, I think Fred kind of touched on that too. It's just, we just got to dial it in and just appreciate this moment that we're in because, I went 0-9. We finished kind of strong. Didn't make the playoffs. Went 4-12 my second year. Had a Super Bowl run. Didn't win. 2020, we thought we were great. Had so many injuries. We couldn't win a game. It's the playoffs. 2021, won a bunch to get in late, and then we didn't make it there. But just like this opportunity that we're in is crazy. We have home field advantage for 2 games, so we better take advantage of it because we've set ourselves up for success, and now we just got to go execute.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.